Welcome to your magical moon message. This is the Peace Dealer. Moon in the Capricorn, Sun at the end of Libra. We are coming into the final part of this Libra season. The moon is entering Aquarius tomorrow, and the sun will be ready to enter Scorpio. So, at this period, we have reached the apex of the 270-degree square. This is the climax of the boss battle, taking the very extreme pressure opposite and square this development of your character with the Aries square to cap the Cancer opposition, and now the Libra square. This will be followed up by the new updated conjunction in another 3 months. That'll be 29 degrees Capricorn. So relative to the new moon activation, this first quarter square right here with the moon is effectively not only beginning integration with the 90-degree angle coming into the end of today, but it will be with the influence of Pluto extremely awakening the elite understanding and utilization of your superpowers. Moon in Capricorn helps us understand utilization, and because this is in the fourth house position, the extreme physical mechanics and physiological mechanics that bring together with Venus and Virgo and Jupiter and Uranus and Taurus, the full quality of your body's capability to produce extra dimensional energy with Uranus and with Jupiter to expand the quality of what energy you're able to harness. This is preparing you for Scorpio season, where you're now going to complete the harvest of these Jupiter and Uranus cycles by being able to transform the natural energy within you towards a practical, applicable way of now harnessing your energy and discovering at a pure level the quality and uniqueness of it, hence the uniqueness of what you can do. That being said, because this was a superpower activation, the activation of this cycle with Moon Libra, Moon Scorpio, and Moon Sagittarius, the first 90 degrees, was, of course, like any activation cycle, similar to you riding a bike. And once that bicycle gains equilibrium, then it begins to integrate towards a top level or a fixed speed that you want to travel around. And that 90-degree angle coming into the 180-degree full moon is the process of you finally getting your bike stable so that you can ride it. This, of course, is also the seeds that you planted in a new moon beginning to break through the ground. So with this happening with Pluto in the fourth is extremely powerful, while we have, of course, now this square exact. So the climax of this at the final degrees of Capricorn is bringing that pressure you faced individually with the square in Aries, and then much deeper individually with the opposition with Cancer, that now you're bringing this conflict socially so that you are dealing with this heightened pressure, but now you're expressing your decision influenced by it with other people, or at least relative to your super self. And that's where this square is very important. Everything that you have uncovered mysteriously, factually, actually is integrating, meaning that it's being put together. We're ending how we started with the moon in Capricorn, helping you understand the integrity of the actions of your super self and the alignment of, I don't want to say morality, but the alignment of your character relative to the actions, consequences of if they're quote unquote good, bad, evil, neutral and whatnot. The wisdom and the secrets that will uncover, especially with Mercury at the final degree of Libra going into Scorpio, or Mars into Scorpio, is going to really guide you along this understanding of how to take this deeper wisdom and make physical sense of it. And very much so, this moon in Capricorn is subconsciously guiding you on what about your superpowers are usable and how to use them. But this is more so about the superpowered quality of the activation through you, because not everyone has superpowers. Anyone who has superpowers latent, or of course, you know what I mean, has already been developing them, a new moon like this will activate that further. So everyone has supernatural abilities. When I say we're all awakening superpowers, everyone has some unique ability, power. You know what I'm saying? It's just not everyone who has that has not everyone's power is a superpower. For example, I don't really like I'm awakening powers too. Every single person is awakening any attribute, but I don't have Libra. I don't have superpowers. I do have a magical ability. So regardless, because this is a superpowered activation, the superpowered quality of this activation puts you in a position where personally, now in my case, this is taking the force and quality of that power, and now it's enhancing everything that I do have relative, of course, to the house that it's in my case, the sixth house, so my behavior. So yeah, this is beautiful because as the seeds break through the ground, the moon in Sag has already helped you understand the vision of what your superpowers look like. So now it's time to understand the real physical dynamics and material dynamics of not only utilization of them, but now after you understand this, which you will come into the full understanding at the peak with the moon conjunct Pluto, 27 degrees, square the sun, which is going to literally, through this pressure and clash of an angle, reveal this to you quite unexpectedly, especially as the moon will be trine Uranus. This is going to lead into moon in Aquarius. That's going to help you understand the advanced knowledge of now this awareness of wisdom that is deepening you further into this breakthrough arc, and I told you so tour. What you want to definitely understand with Capricorn are the rules and the integrity around the actions you're taking. Kind of like in a sense where, yeah, this group wants to do something, but they may not have authority or jurisdiction in that area or gang territory. So there's only so much they can do. Yeah, they can take that action, but now they're weighing in the consequences of that action because of what they did. This is a day like today is going to extremely help you be aware of and help you even continue to break through past any fears, false ultimatums, and dark psychological ways that society and the collective can manipulate you as an individual. And just don't allow yourself to be manipulated and to be influenced by fear, but to break through that fear with the light of your courage and now character. So congratulations, we've made it pretty much to the end of Libra. Venus is still trucking through Virgo, enhancing this financial revolution now that it is at this period getting ready to trine Jupiter. So this is going to bring a concerted, unexpected increase of windfalls of income and really just more money and lifestyle improvements. However, Saturn is going to get ready to go direct over the next 16 days, and Saturn is readjusting to now fully commit to bringing the end of the world. Everything up until this point was just an extended beta test, and this is what's going to enable you and allow you, pretend you didn't just see that right now, to very realistically now revisit at the crux of the end of this retrograde the integrity of your beliefs, so that once it goes direct, it can go back to just high steam, like materializing them. Like, okay, is this what you believe? Is this what you believe? Is this what you believe? All right, we're moving forward with that. So we're getting ready to step into that much more deeper of a supernatural exploration of our characters. And that's going to, of course, require not just an open mind, but you to really take everything you've learned and to now know it, Moon in Aquarius, in a much different way that uncovers deeper layers of your psyche you at the time weren't meant to be aware of or just weren't aware of, that you will be coming up now. I have to once again emphasize the significance of these peak degrees here, because it is that 26, 27 degree square between Libra and Capricorn that's going to force the nature of this awakening. It's the trine to Uranus that with the square to Mercury that's going to take this pressure and force and unconventionally suddenly awaken you to the brain processing and insight to make sense of things that might, of course, be hidden deep in the subconscious nuances of your own body and physiological process. Now, the next quality of this is that what is also awakening with this extremely deep understanding of using your superpowers is now getting ready to enhance the strength that your body will need to fuel the techniques that come with this. And this is getting you ready for the energy chapter. Scorpio, Taurus is natural energy. Aquarius is supernatural and supernatural energy. Leo is solar energy, the light. And Scorpio is pure energy. Okay. Nuclear energy that could be underground, but it's pure energy. And the pure energy is a harvest of the natural energy we activated and integrated with solar energy, with the energy of the heart and passion. So now it's time to come into a much deeper transformation of this intensified energy. And this awareness is going to reveal more wisdom. But once again, that moon Pluto is something very vicious. It's something we don't play with. It's going to be sextile in Neptune, which is going to facilitate very powerful dreams and synchronicities to keep you aligned. And so as we're in between these two, like signs and seasons, you don't necessarily want to react too powerfully to things as they are now. Just allow them to segue and shift. But I do want to kind of bring to your attention that moving forward, coming into the full moon in Taurus, there's going to be a definitive increasing of the quality of your psychic abilities and senses. Your smelling will be sharper, your hearing will be sharper, your sight will be sharper. And this coming into the metaphysical moon in Pisces is awakening your body so that you could perceive beyond, outside of this world, Aquarius, and beyond so much more. This now is going to add even further pressure collectively relative to the general sentiment that metaphysical practice such as this are pseudoscience, are of the devil, are evil. And this is where you're taking the culmination of your experience, which has shown you that a lot of those statements are ad hominem fallacies, red herrings, straw men, said by people who at their age should have the decency to create sound logical arguments, but whether due to their pride, hubris, or just ignorance, can't really help themselves from looking stupid like a fish out of water flopping, saying fallacy out of fallacy, having so much pride in what they think they know that they can't even express in truth. A lot of these illusions that these people have built up in an effort to defend the falsities of their philosophy without any reason are going to crumble in their face just by seeing you still standing, still living this, still breathing. And, that might inadvertently make you more of a villain, square the nodes, versus other people who are exposed for trying to act like they're good, but they ain't doing nothing good. Anyway, yeah, so just something to keep in mind. Do not give in to any fear. Do not give in to any pressure. Walk in integrity. Walk in faith. It'll always pay off. And be prepared to piss off a lot of people. But as this continues, you're going to start to notice at an exponential level, you're a lot stronger. You're a lot more powerful, and you understand at a much more crucial, incredible level what and how to express this new unlocked character. Think of this like a fighting game, and you just unlocked a new character and you have activated this unlocking. Now it's time to integrate your understanding of this new character and grind it out and fight a few fights and learn how to master it. Coming into the full moon. Godspeed, y'all. Peace.